Welcome to my first VOD review. So what this is SoS110 Hammerhead Finals. It's my team for Relium, which was a pickup. It's not an actual team yet. Maybe we'll see. Versus Octopi, which is a upcoming. Honestly, they're coming up pretty quickly. You'll see them and a lot more things, but they're an upcoming low ink team that recently got banned. So really good job, really good showing from them. We ended up pulling out the win, which is not new news at all. That was, I mean, they even tweeted us out there. Okay, my bitrate is struggling a little, so I'm going to drop it down real quick. But it's us playing Octopi, and it was a really close set. So that's why I want to review it, because it's a really good first set to review. Anyway, I do just want to give a couple disclaimers. First one, you probably heard it, I don't know, is my roommates are playing COD next to me, and so, well, not next to me, in the room next to me, and so, you might hear them burst out in exclamation, whether they got a kill or they got killed. It's kind of a funny little thing. And then second, there's some things said in the VOD that I don't necessarily, it wasn't said by me, it was said from some other people. I don't necessarily think they're true. I think, and I'm gonna speak for this person, or for these people, I think mostly everything that was said in here that might be seen as degrading or anything is just an emotional release, I guess. So I wouldn't take anything that's said that might sound degrading or anything like that to heart. I don't think it was actually meant towards anyone or anything. But we're gonna go ahead and get started.
I'm gonna be real. I was like 2 months ago. I think they lost.
Let's see here. So right here is our comp.
Yeah, it's Crab Strike. Just
We've got
for now.
Yeah.
Just Crab Strike is
Try
really good.
and a ballpoint. So Shallow is a ballpoint or a Splatling main, and so I just told them like play ballpoint because ballpoint is really good right now. But Delta is kind of a support slash shooter main, who also plays machine. But for this, we found that me and Delta running Splash is just good.
Yeah. Come back or swim.
And so the first map is Rainmaker Museum, which is an interesting map because you don't have to go for pop at the beginning, because the pop only paints the top spinner, which doesn't really, it's not worth it. It's better just to paint around you if you want to get special. That call right there is really important because killing the shot reduces all their paint. So if we can stop them from painting, then we can stop them from winning. This opening is really terrible because first is I push the Tetra in a stupid 1v1. I should have, as soon as I saw him back up, and just bombed him. But instead I moved forward trying to engage, and then I quickly decided to back up. So what I should have done was, if I tried to engage, just commit to it. And then the Tetra just diffed Shallow, unfortunately, and then someone died in mid. So it's just a bad response to things that happen. And then also right here, Delta used strikes a little early. Probably should have waited for one of us to at least respond. I get the idea of holding them back, but having someone to go in with the strikes is just super huge. And it would have definitely changed the outcome of this specific match. Yep.
On our spinner.
So in this spot, they're gonna have specials because they've been alive, and I make a call, you heard, to build specials. We get 2 down without losing a life, and so if we can just kill or sweep people, then that's all that matters. Jump on left. I need help. That's an unfortunate trade, but overall, not a bad position for us until this Kraken comes out. I think I make a funny play here, yeah. Trade 1, trade 2, trade 2. Yeah, that's a lucky play. I baited the Kraken off the map and traded with the Tetras, and so that was worth it in my mind. One's already on right. And you'll see a pretty critical flaw that happens in this match. I'm going to call it out. when it starts to happen.
On right.
That was just, why did I play that? I shouldn't have played that guy.
He's on the ramp.
Oh, Tetra flanked left, guys. I can't be the one watching flank. Shell, you're too.
So that was a good kill, but also hear what Kanan just said. Tetra flanked left. I can't be the one watching flanks, which is true. Kanan is the initiator. Kanan is basically our slayer in this comp. That's the third time that we've seen from my screen that the Tetra has flanked. So I think you hear me make a call in a minute that just we need to lock down the Tetra. But yeah, that's going to be a big issue that we're going to have to fight through if we want to win this match here.
Dude.
Oh man, nah, they got me.
Yeah, Shell, stay on our plat.
Got it. Oh, Zuka might kill me.
That's fine,
Unfortunate that I couldn't get the clean on the Zuka. That was really good Zuka on their end.
Drop left.
They're weak, they're weak, they're weak.
Dead.
Nice.
Kraken.
Just pick up.
Nice kill on the Tetra, just kind of
Tetra.
trying to stall
Kraken's chasing.
the Kraken.
Tetra on left again.
Get her back
Tetra.
all the way up.
Tetra got me left.
I thought
Dynasty
I got
got me.
Yeah, so
Why did
here,
we-
Okay, the Tetra is just gonna keep flanking left.
yeah, so that's an
This is
important
one
call.
game plan. So let's punish that.
It took a second for me to get that out there,
Kraken got me.
and we need
Their
to
plat-
to not die to that Zuka. But I'm just staying up here to build
Why we
Crab
letting them run forward,
because
guys?
Crab
Why
is a
we
huge
letting
thing.
them- Reef. Dead.
Nice.
So we played that pretty well.
Bind,
Um,
bind, bind,
We're rushing 96. You guys.
Yeah, and then this guy happened,
Watch for Tetra.
which is fine. Like that wasn't a terrible play. They already had a good lead on us.
Yeah.
Getting a more lead is not something that
Oh my gosh, you got me.
is an issue. That snipe was super
He
lucky.
got lucky.
I don't know. It was, yeah, not even a scope, so
Spinner.
couldn't even see the ink trail. So that was a really good time.
Alright, I've got Inkjet.
Okay.
Trade a Tetra.
Nice trade, nice trade.
Guys, we need to fight left. Nice
I got
goal.
nice.
Six.
Tetra. Or,
Inkjet.
I'm
Alright.
dying to the charger.
One thing I want to point out here is Kanan. You can hear Kanan starting to tilt a little bit. And it's that thing about the emotional aspect. Like there's so much emotion built up in winning that you have to channel it correctly. And so you can hear Kanan starting asking questions like, why is this happening? Why are we dying? Why are we letting the Rainmaker move? And I think this will be a good time to just kind of walk through how to kind of deal with someone. Like if you're in a position where someone on your team is tilting, then this will be like, there are things that I do in this match that are, or in this set that are really good at, okay, this is what you need to do to help someone not go over the edge. And nothing against Kanan. Me and Kanan are really good friends. We played together for the past couple months and we went to LTC together. So we know each other. But I think this is a good like teaching point for anyone who's experiencing a teammate tilting.
one on right, one on right.
Kraken. Kraken's gonna go for me. So is Tetra. I'm dead left.
We're kind of stranded here.
I made a really weird play to drop right
Got one, Tetra.
Nice.
and therefore just kind of leaving two of my teammates to fight 1v1s. And so like that in that spot, I was really
Okay,
useless.
I'm gonna crab
My
top.
leader saw it.
Watching you already.
Shit, they're on spinner.
Got one. Oh, they got me.
That was a really good flank by the
Yeah, can we
shot.
call it
I didn't even see him.
Just the guy. Got Tetra.
Nice kill shot still
Nice. Still one
our
more
side.
by our pedestal.
There's still also left guys. I don't know why we're all
Got one.
You're jumping left
One-
flat,
one on.
Tetra.
Error, come in.
Pulling jet.
Okay.
Got one.
Got one.
Okay,
Nice.
this is a
Nice.
really good fight.
Oh,
I'm actually gonna back up and show you why.
Yeah, there's
So,
still also
Kanan
left guys. I
dies
don't know why we're all
and
one,
calls
got
there's
one.
people
You're
on
jumping
left.
flat,
One on.
Tetra.
Yes, it's a little urgent of a call. We strike here so that they can't enter. We know they're not in our base, and so I drop to try and force the fight. I'm weak, and so instead of trying to force a trade onto the Tetras, I just go back to heal. And that's something I see a lot of players don't do, is a lot of players don't heal. And this is something that honestly I didn't think about until Dan pointed it out when we were doing a one-on-one coaching session. Dan was like, dude, you take fights when you're at like 20% health. Why are you doing that? You just lose those. And so I implement that teaching really well here because before I even peek again, I heal basically fully.
Going jet.
And so with that, if I didn't heal there, I would have died to that Zuka shot.
Nice.
And I'm also able to help
Let's go.
Deltas
Yeah.
live against the Tetras there.
They're great. They're great left.
And so that's 2 down.
96
We have a
on
really
right.
good option to fight here.
I'm getting crossfire. I need help, right, guys?
We got a kill.
Working on it.
And right there, actually, Kanon's like a very emotionally saying like, I need help on right. And I'm just like, dude, we're good. Like one way of kind of blowing off steam off of your teammates is just like reminding them like, hey, we're chilling. Like just because you died or just because this single event happened in the game doesn't mean we lose the game. Because quite honestly, there's endless possibilities of every movement that you make. And so you just have to make the most out of what the situation is. So if someone dies, you just have to play accordingly. You have to basically adapt instantly. And in this situation, Kanan had soda. And so it's like, okay, you died. That's not much of a big of a deal. I have crab. I'm going to push them and stuff like that.
Leader sight line.
Oh, we're pushing ahead of rain, dude. You have crap.
I'm
And he even calls that. So like we're already on the same page. And I get a little distracted with the Tetras.
dead.
That is charger.
That's a little bit of a laggy kill, but
Charger's up top.
Charger dead.
we get the charger
Nice, nice.
What
and we're in a
else?
really good spot to
All there.
I
push.
got one.
Nice.
I'll
Got
grab.
2.
We actually like could have won this match.
On their
honestly.
pedestal. On the right side of pedestal.
Penny.
We could have really got that if the charger didn't get that shot. That charger clutched the
We can
match.
get
It's
pop
fine,
here.
it's fine. Play it safe.
And I made a terrible call. We can get popped.
No, I
No,
can't
no,
get
no.
popped.
If I didn't make that call, we would have won the match. I guarantee it. Because they would have been freaking out trying to defend, and we would have
that's
just
fine.
been able to steamroll them with bombs and possibly a special or two. And you hear me laugh. Kanan actually hit his table. Like, I asked him after this, I was like, dude, did you actually hit your desk? He was like, yeah. Which for some of the people, this is their first time playing with Kanan and Attorney, and so they didn't take this as well as I did. Because I was like, I'm used to this. I know this is something that Kanan does. And so just knowing who Kanan is and like how he thinks, I'm like, okay, I know how to calm him down. I know why he's feeling this way. And so I just try to communicate to that in the pregame. In this match, if you look at the like KDs, they weren't bad. Yeah, so their game plan on that one was literally have us fight the Tetra, and then the leader picks us off. And so yeah, and what I said there is not wrong. I'm just gonna skip to the matches because the pre-games aren't that important. I might upload this VOD on YouTube, so if you want to listen to my pre-games and everything we talked about, you can.
Yeah.
Sections here.
But
One left
I just
side.
want to pay attention to the VOD.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Our opening is pretty strong here actually because we get the Tetras off the bat, and then we get these three.
Last one top.
We just play this part really weirdly.
Don't fight
I'm
it,
just
dude.
living. I'm just living.
I'm grabbing
Like the
Phantom
jet
space.
was really not a good jet.
3. Here, I'll toss.
I tried to do a funny
Nice.
burst bomb kill onto the jet
Nice.
or the ballpoint,
Okay.
Okay, we're way too.
and we also didn't special at all. If we special there, if we used jet earlier, we would have been able to keep that basket up. But that's like the biggest issue is we didn't use specials. Like I probably should have crabbed on
One's already
bunker,
pushing
and then
bunker.
Yeah,
the
One in bunker.
and shallow should have used jet earlier.
There's 3 on top.
They use Zuko. One shot. Two.
One more.
It's flank one.
So cringy, Brianna.
One weekend.
That was just I get pushed by a Tetra, and then it's like wow,
They're pushing left side.
that's unfortunate. But
Nice.
I'm on
One
the
on
shot
right
here.
we're
side,
getting
right
good
side,
team
right
kills right here.
Nice go. Let's go.
Good wipe, good wipe.
Alright,
I
paint up
think-
here.
Yeah, I called
You-
first the
I'm gonna
paint
flank
up,
top left next time you push.
Oh, here, you can have.
Okay.
and
This is the
so
second. We need to
painting and then also getting clams is important here.
I have a
Yeah,
power
Alright.
plan.
You're like 3 on me top left.
I'm gonna grab them then.
I really thought this cursor was gonna go away.
Missed the jump. I'm so bad.
It's all good. Tetris weak one on
Yeah,
there.
we're 2 down.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
It's all good, it's all good.
Okay, backing up here.
Just try to hold mid here, and I can
Yeah.
jump to Storm.
So right there, it's just unfortunate. People died. we pushed a little
Come on,
too
I'm gonna
early.
play
We
me.
should have waited for specials to set us up and then push.
Yep.
I tried to play with Kanan here.
Shot got
Got
me.
one. Nice,
Shot
nice.
top left. They're gonna
He
zoom
dead.
it.
Slashing machine in
Yeah.
bunker. Be careful, shallow.
We
I'm
respect
staying
them
bunker
here.
for you.
There was a good call by Kanan that about the Zuka,
Zone.
because otherwise,
Zuka's out.
I probably would have tried to force a fight and die.
Really weak.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm backing up.
Get traded.
I got one.
Don't blink
nice.
up right.
Okay.
Don't
Nice,
blink
nice,
right.
nice, nice.
Oh, I'm not taking this.
I'll grab it. I'll grab it.
Somebody
Yeah.
has to take it.
Don't
We're
worry.
fine, we're fine. I'm crabbing.
And so right there,
There's
you
two
could
on
see,
my
hear me
front
say,
1 week.
Okay.
we're fine, we're fine. After Kanan was a little.
Nice, nice. I have jet ready. I have jet ready. I'm gonna take it out.
Stressed about that.
Got me.
I'm
Your
taking over
bunker.
it.
Your bunker.
That was a really
Stop pushing
weird kill.
back.
If I'm being honest, that was a really weird like engagement. I should have killed the Tetras sooner. And you even see me kind of move my cursor away after I shoot another shot. But it was like, I don't know, it was just really weird. I'm gonna back up just a little bit and just listen for a second. If my computer lets me. Maybe not. Interesting. Huh. Well. Let me just reopen it.
Base.
Left. Oh, I'm short.
Our cut.
Okay, there we go.
Jet.
Nice, nice. I have jet ready. I have jet ready. I'm gonna take it
Really
on.
weak
I'm
on
gonna
my-
take over
Got
left.
me.
I'm
Your
gonna take over
bunker.
left.
Your bunker. Stop pushing fast.
I don't know what Kanan was saying there.
Yep.
I think
good?
stop pushing
Let
the
me deal bunker, guys.
right side
Yep.
or left side. I
going.
forget,
Nice.
but you can just tell how stressed he sounds, and so that's just
Okay.
something I want to
Oh, they're
point out.
straight. They jetted?
They
And
jet
just
from
like-
left.
I try my best to calm him by just saying, "Hey, we're okay, we're
Don't
vibing."
shoot it. Just let it run out.
That was a good call. I don't know why I tried shooting it. Tried to bank a hero play. That was
Nice
just
kill, nice
dumb.
Nice. One behind you, shallow.
PP top
Oh, I
left.
traded two. I
Yeah,
traded two.
we
Tetris reslidered mid.
I should have called here that I'm watching the Tetra.
I'm on BP right now. That's fine.
trade.
Oh,
Alright.
BP got me.
Two down.
That whole time I said yep
Okay, we need to
whenever
play to
Delta
our
yelled
special
about the
advantage.
Tetras. I should have said yep, I'm watching him. So then Kanan doesn't fight
Machines right.
the
Machines
ballpoint,
going
and he
right.
even tells me that I think at the end of the match or
Oh, they're one, but
later
I'll
on.
That's fine.
Drop roller on the
I have
jet.
strikes. I'm striking our
take it. Tetris one. Tetris
Okay.
one. Nice.
Got
Oh,
one.
am I-
That was a
Oh, no,
lucky
good.
burst bomb. I love burst bomb
Two on
skills.
right, two on right.
our red cut.
I'm just
Just
sharking
holding
on
right.
top right now.
They pulled a Zuka on left.
Watch Zuka.
Please don't
Yeah, yeah.
One more.
break that Zuka to
One more
me.
shot.
Sorry.
They don't have it.
They still have
wait.
it.
This is a really good crab opportunity,
Come on.
except I get flanked by the
On
shot.
Right, on right.
You're
Lucky
weak.
Delta.
I can't
And so
fight it.
we're given this good position.
Nice.
We're given this really good position of we can push. We have lead.
I'm
We can
close to
push. We
jet.
have map control,
I can make a.
and we
I
can
have
get special
seven
advantage real quick. I don't know why I pushed this.
That's awkward.
I just died. Like I should have waited
Delta. Oh, shit,
instead of
never
trying
mind.
to push.
Oh, I need to make a clan.
Got BP
You
traded.
just stay alive here. Nice
I got
kills.
one. Yeah, one's weak.
One's
One's
in
weak.
mid,
Around that.
in
Around
pillar.
the podium.
Fight together.
I see
Here,
it.
take you. All right.
Okay, this is a really good position because we just killed two of them, and so now we're gonna be able to actually like
Nice kill.
fight or play the game.
I got two. I got three.
Nice. Last machine.
Nice.
I'm on them.
Dead.
I'm on them. I'm on live.
Okay.
I've got a ball.
You just hold it. Just hold it. Just hold it.
Score, just score it. No,
Actually,
just
yeah,
score
you're gonna
it.
have to score that. Yeah. We need one.
My
clan.
roommate wants to say hi.
I got it.
Just
Hey.
I'm holding them off. I'm holding them off.
I got it.
Okay. Nice.
I got it.
Alright, dude, I was just gonna say hi.
All right,
You should come to our send off at midnight.
I will. I see you, Josh.
I'll let you get
It's a
back to
little
it.
rough.
My
but
bad.
No, you're good.
Working.
Yeah, so that was the rest of that match was just kind of playing the game where we don't go for deaths or we don't go for kills really, we just try to force them to make a
Storm,
play.
Now it's with you find the ball point left. You were dead silent the whole time.
And yeah, that's
No, he was
whenever
responding
Con.
to me. I told him that the Tetris was behind y'all. You didn't look.
Yeah.
And then
was
Storm.
I
came
also
by
didn't
and
play
was
that
like,
match well.
right?
Yeah.
Delta tried to defend me there. But honestly,
Decide
like
on who to fight,
Kanan's
but
right.
You're getting flanked by the Tetris, and you can guarantee.
Kanan's right. Like I should have said, yeah, I'm fighting the Tetris. Like I definitely should have said that. And then right here is Flounder Heights. We love this map. Even my computer hates the map because it's not even letting us play the video.
Fighting people at the start. I should be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're one's going to their
Okay,
pit.
so here we basically
It's
same
range.
comp the whole time.
I
They
can't
run
run our wall.
range
I got him.
and dapples.
Nice.
There's
Range is
one
still in
there.
pit.
So we just
Still
have to
there.
paint,
Calling
really.
them. They might try to peek here.
Range low. There you
Got
go.
one.
Range left
This is
wall.
such a
Two.
weird.
On the wall.
Range got me their zone.
You want to grab him?
Guys, range on left. Storm. Don't
We're
die
good,
to
we're
range.
I got really.
Okay,
I thought I
this is
healed there,
amazing.
but I guess you don't heal in
We're
crab.
backing up.
That's something I'll have to look into
There's two
because
there?
I really thought I healed there.
I'm jumping in. Wait for me.
Okay. Shot.
Got Dapple.
I'm dead.
Nice
Good
kill.
bomb. It's all good. I got a trade.
I'm on
Okay.
like.
So right
Let
here,
me
we're
beat their
it's a
zone, guys.
2v3. So we definitely can take zone. They have a special online. They have 2 specials online now, so we have to play this safe. But we can win fights on zone and just stall zone as much as possible, and that's what we do here. I wait to heal, and then I push
There's
them.
a jump here. There's a jump
Teammate
here.
helps.
The
Let me
Tetris.
Dapple.
Oh shit.
Or,
Got
yeah.
him.
Nice.
They have no beacon. Watch range.
Called out the jump, and now we're in a really good spot to lock
I'm
out.
grabbing top.
This is literally what cost us the game.
I'm just gonna pop it now.
You try to go left flank, it's range.
Because we lose this match,
Dapple.
but I don't know where that guy went. I shot him a bunch of
One
times,
really weak top right.
and then I
Two
missed
top
the
right.
fall down kill. I
Yeah,
almost got
Adam.
him.
They don't know I'm behind them actually.
Yeah, they don't.
Oof.
Dapple
I don't know what
traded.
Delta
Don't go there,
did.
Or Delta. Delta, just go through ramp. Go
Oh,
through
Just
ramp.
hold
they're
zone.
gonna cap
But
here.
Delta should not have
Oh, shit.
jumped there.
Aw, man.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
don't
know.
know.
Let me out. Let me out.
I'm backing up
I
here,
have
Delta.
strikes for y'all.
Yeah, just back
stay
up. Just
left,
back up.
please. Okay, I can strike a sit. Kanani
This is
here.
a good, like,
I'm getting
smart
cool.
play
Wait,
by
wait,
us
cool,
to
wait,
stay
cool.
alive and paint.
I'm dead.
Oh
Oh my
my
god.
We just die,
Dang.
unfortunately, to a good roll by Potato.
good.
Potato
Let's get our
threw a really
specials.
good bomb there.
Yeah.
Range pushing in our ramp.
Yeah, don't die to the range.
One pushing
On
up.
us. Dapples.
Dead.
Nice, good
Nice.
Got a kill on the
Range pushing.
dapples there.
Range dead. Oh no, they're one. They're one.
We're in a really good spot to
I think
push.
they're ready. We have three. We have three.
Okay.
I don't think we
No,
should have
what?
striked there, if I'm being
Nothing.
honest.
They're all
Well,
there, so-
no, that's
Oh,
not a
I
bad
got
spot
here.
to
Yeah, my
strike
computer's
at.
totally blocked. Alright.
That's just unfortunate
One more
because
chance, be careful.
we died to 2 people
Dapple.
down below.
Machine. Oh, machine.
Ooh.
Where?
Machine's there.
They're
We give
all
them
ours,
lead here.
though. We have to just go. Pop Inkjet. Go. Push with it now.
Got one. Trade.
I almost started popping off here. If the machine didn't shut me down there,
Nice.
Dimmler didn't do
On
that,
the roof.
I would have popped off there, honestly. We just die there,
Okay, it's all good.
and so,
Just making this a really entertaining game.
What the hell
Dude,
happened in our push?
Okay,
Why did
okay.
we go like 3
this is a good. Actually, I'm gonna wait for Kanan to finish this.
down? What happened?
So Kanan basically just said, like, why did we go 3 down? What happened on our push that we had? And like, if I'm being honest, the issue is we had 4 people stacked on right, or 3 people stacked on right, and 1 person on left, when we should have had 1 person on right, 1 person on the ramp, or like mid area, if you want to call it that, like over around this area. And then we should have had 1 person up here, and then 1 person playing down here. So we have 1 person playing the wall, bunker, whatever you want to call it, attic, 1 person playing the ramp, the wall, 1 person playing on zone, which would have been shallow, 100%. And then either Delta or I would swap between one of these 2 spots. Probably Delta down here, since I can crab up here and have good value. But that's why we sent 2 people down here without communicating, and then a 3rd person jumped in, which is not what you want. It's definitely not what you want. But yeah, that's the main reason why we didn't knock out. And then the reason why we didn't get back in is because we wasted specials. We burned too many specials to push in, and we never like were in positions to capitalize off of those specials. And so that is just lack of communication there. But right here. Okay, well, this is very scuffed, but it'll work one day.
Let's
The VOD
work
will be
very
reviewed.
patiently. Because if we can afford to give them a couple points, and they go 2 or 3 down. That's big for us.
This call was basically made because I noticed, especially in the Rainmaker part, once we die, our defense isn't that solid. Especially if we die early game when they don't have any specials that online,
One going
then
right,
that means they
Tetra
can
going
snowball
right.
super easily. And so I just call like, hey, let's not die, let's build specials instead. Give them objectives
Tetra
they
watching
try
left
pushing,
now.
and then if we
Not
can
me,
get a
me.
couple
Nice.
kills,
Machines on
then
me
we
left.
can snowball them.
Tetra, nice, go,
Yeah,
let's go.
let's go.
And so we play this beginning
Wanna
really
crab here?
good, get 2 kills, Kanon
Snowball
doing
here.
well.
Ooh, that
Machine on me. Dead.
Nice.
We get a kill on the
Someone
machine.
help me in back.
They are so staggered.
What did we
And
die
so
There's a guy on right.
so we're in a good spot.
Okay.
to?
I thought they
Got the
jetted.
jet.
I thought
Nice.
Shallow jetted,
Two.
but
Nice,
Kanon
good.
did.
Switch with me. You switch with
Two
me.
in back.
Bad
Hold
jet.
them back. Traded.
Nice trade, nice trade.
But yeah, this is a really good
Somebody
position
switch
for
up.
us.
Somebody
I am,
find it.
I am. I'm close to crab, so we swap off here in a second.
No, don't swap off tower. Just one of us write it.
Tetra.
Machine
Okay.
front. I need
See,
help.
There's one on
Fighting
left, in
machine.
bats, in bats, in bats.
Right there,
Watch left.
No.
right there. If I just backed up to Crab, I would have been in a really good spot to crossfire literally every single one of them, and we probably would have knocked out. But you know, it's fine. We push it to 19. Shallow is alive, and it's only a minute into the game. Like that is a really good push. We just need to play defense for the rest of the game.
Play smart, play
Just me,
smart,
just me.
play smart.
I'm back in. I'm back in.
Good push, good push.
Nice.
Okay, they're gonna try to chase you.
Duke,
They got-
Duke,
yeah,
don't
they got
stop
Marzuka.
dying it.
All good. All good.
We're good.
Woo.
They're
And that-
on right.
Fizzy got me.
Like honestly, like half of this
yeah,
match
Fizzy's on right side.
or half of this set, whenever Kanon just
I'm
like
gonna bomb for you.
kind of
They're gonna
yells
push you, Delta.
or like because basically what Kanon's doing is like
Nice.
using his
Nice.
game knowledge
Trade, trade, trade.
to remind us like what we're doing
Don't get
wrong.
checked, don't fight
It's
it.
just the
Fight
tone
guy
is
up,
not
double team
the
him.
most
Yeah,
receptive.
Nice.
Nice.
And so
All right, I'm close
me
to jet,
knowing
I'm close to
that
jet. I'll
that's
just
not
hit
his intention. His intention isn't to
Yeah,
trash
they're
us
really
or
bad.
call us bad or anything like that.
They are
I just
racing.
know
Oh,
that
I got blocked.
it's not an issue. Like we don't gotta worry.
Dead.
Nice.
Nice.
But
Go with the crab, go with the crab.
I just let them know like, hey, we're fine.
I need help
Come
on
machine.
Tetra.
And so
Thank you.
three
down.
just trying to diffuse the
I'm-
situation
I'm
as best as
looking
possible.
at BP, I'm
In
making it
zone,
back
in
up.
zone.
I'm
Left.
just making them back up
Watch
right
for
now.
jumps.
Yeah,
Watch
don't
for
rush
jump.
it, don't
Jump
rush
in
it.
zone.
Get
Jump in
special.
zone. Jump on right. One on right. They got me with jet.
That was just bad. I tried to kill the guy who jumped in on right. I shouldn't have done that. We
Can I
back
do
up
this?
a lot here. We should not have backed up so much here.
Oh,
We
Zuka
give up
found
so
me.
much of mid by backing up,
Good. You forced.
and that allows Kanon to die and allows them to pick up, or not pick up, grab tower and push again.
Tetra weak. Tetra weak.
Nice kill.
Oh, I shouldn't have dropped.
All right.
There's one
One
under.
actually
Under.
Jetted you. I'm good to jet.
Right here, we unfortunately died,
I'm watching.
but Kanon's popping off right here.
Nice. Last one in mid. Last one in mid.
I know,
Probably
they back up,
sharking.
they back up.
Oh, okay.
They have Zuka, they have Zuka. They're gonna,
Yeah.
every time they use Zuka, they instantly use one shot. Stay behind walls.
Left side Tetris.
And right there, Kanon is not wrong. Every time they've used Zuka, as of now, they have just shot their shot. Because they're in a position, they see someone, they're like, let me just Zuka them. And so, like, that's a really good call out. And actually very informative for the rest of us. And we're actually in a really good spot to push because we've got Crab and Jet. And so we can lock them out pretty quickly. We just have to play around the Zuka. Which I forget if I try to do that or not. I guess we'll find that out.
Okay.
I'm gonna early Jeff, us in.
Okay.
I'm close to strikes.
We need left
Plus jet.
presence.
BP ink
They
jetted.
countered.
Careful.
Oh.
Left side Tetris.
Tetra got me on left. Yeah.
I almost
Oh,
killed
what
the
killed me?
Jet
Okay.
with
Don't fight it.
burst bombs. I should have just jumped out as soon as
Yeah, don't fight
I
it like that.
missed the kill.
One's our
Okay.
plat.
No, watch the Zuka.
Zuka.
Watch the Zuka.
Just paying for specials.
Yep, we're good.
Working on it.
Oh, one's flanking behind.
got
I
one.
swear I saw someone
Nice
there.
kill.
I guess the Tetris like didn't push. They did something
Jet.
else.
I jetted.
I can't. Inkjet's focusing me.
I thought there was someone there too. I'm
Might
just
come in
tripping
here.
this entire match,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest.
Got machine,
Nice
go
kills.
Inkjet spot, got two! Inkjet spot, now! They're on-
He's
they're
low,
on
he's low,
left.
he's low. Dead.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, let's get this thing out.
Jump,
We
jump,
play
jump,
that
jump,
super well. I'm gonna back up actually because I want to see that.
Another one here.
Block!
So they're pushing. They have
They
Inkjet.
jet.
We have nothing.
I can't. man. Inkjet's focusing me.
We
might
just,
kill me
I think we
here.
just bombed tower. Oh no,
Inkjet,
Delta
Inkjet's
Delta
fucking
and
too.
Kanon
Inkjet's fucked.
crossfire
Now,
the
he's
tower.
fire.
He's low, he's low.
And so we just wait for them to get
Alright, let's get
close
this
to
thing
check.
Jump.
Dead.
Homework
Another one here.
block.
Going after him.
Tree. I'm just gonna ignore him.
You're gonna have
Probably
to jump
two
here.
strikes.
I got him. I
Nice
got him.
kill. Was a little
That's a
early.
really good kill there.
Remember not to burn
Because
specials.
now they're staggered, they don't
Machine.
have any
Nice
specials.
kills.
I'm just in
We don't have to push necessarily
Uh-huh.
because we
I'm just
have
in their base right now. They all backed up. They all
lead
backed
still.
up. I'm gonna Inkjet now.
but we want to pressure them as much to
I mean,
burn their
James, please,
specials so we can just not have to worry about them
I'm gonna
pushing
play
back.
this shallow.
Oh yeah. I
I'm
got you.
striking them.
And I'm just letting Shallow know, hey,
Tetra down.
you stay on tower. I want to
Just
fight
holding
here.
This here. Just holding this here.
Traded BP.
Nice.
Jump Tetra. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
We don't need to
Zoom, don't
overextend.
die to that thing.
I'll have crab here.
I'm using jet now.
Okay.
I got one. I'm dead to a bomb.
Okay.
All good.
One
Play
on
defense,
tower.
play
Got me on
defense.
tower.
One.
Now this is unfortunate. We kind of die a lot here.
That's gonna.
We actually wipe, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kanon
Yeah.
yells specials now, which is good. That's actually
Your
like that's the right
specials,
call.
and Don't die to anything.
This is
Those are gonna
like
be
the
first
best
ones.
call that
We're gonna
you can
regear.
make in this situation, and so Kanon's 100% right
Oh my
here.
God, I'm going down machine. Oh, I'm
You're
dead.
good. You're good. Just build. Watch Tetras.
Yep.
Delta, I need you to back up.
I'm backed up.
Yeah.
I call
just
that
back up
because
a bit.
I like Delta's holding the GG special, and Tetra knows that. Tetra tries to push.
Nice.
Take my tower, I'll jump
We
on
just
it.
we play that really well, where
Good
we
job,
don't
guys.
even die. Like
Way to
on
play
our
that, super
retake,
smart.
I don't think a single one of us died.
Yeah,
And
the only
so-
one that should be dying in that situation is me because of who you are.
Yeah, I think Kanon did die because Kanon dropped on right, but we played that ending
This is
super well.
ours.
I'm gonna say Inkjet.
Your mom's ours.
Most of my kills have that. Dapples is like their best hitting weapon to use all set.
I forget if
Yeah.
this is the last map.
Okay. We.
Yeah, it's Rainmaker score.
Probably won't go for pop, honestly.
Yeah.
Just fluff when they're pushing.
Yeah, so Rainmaker Scorch. Interesting map. Nothing really to say about it.
One on
With their
right,
comp,
Carbon's
they're gonna
already
play
pushing.
super
Nice.
aggressive.
Machine got me.
The Carbon's gonna
Strike.
make all their
Half
plays.
the jet.
One on left,
Careful,
one on
don't
So
right.
our objective is just to
Nice.
paint and not die.
Almost have jet. If somebody else can pick up that beat, lost them.
Not right now.
Oh,
No,
all
no,
good, all
yeah.
good.
Carbon right
Carbon
side.
missed.
All right. I
Two
have
and
it.
miss. Two and miss. No, too far right.
Pulling it now.
One jump. Machine weak.
I got
Nice.
one.
Yeah, nice.
We're getting really good picks here. We've got the machine down, the Carbon backed up somewhere. We used
Okay,
two
one
specials
behind
though.
me, behind me. Thank you. Nice.
Fine.
Careful of everyone that just dropped down here.
Exo's looking at me. I'm keeping him back. I'm keeping
We're
him back.
playing this
I'm just
super
shooting
patiently,
them.
which is what you need to
I'm
do
going.
in this situation.
I got
They have
one.
4 people up.
Nice, nice,
Machine
nice.
dead. I got
Machine
Nice,
two.
dead.
Scott.
Nice.
This is a super good spot for us. We
Okay.
because we played it patiently, we were able just to wait for them to make a move to try and stop us, and we just killed 3 of them without
Did you
using
get top right
specials.
with Zuka
So we're in a
or
good spot
Jet?
because
Yeah, we're
some of
going
us are
right.
close to specials, other of us like me
Almost.
are only at a quarter, a third,
Okay, we
and so we
wait here
can
for picks.
compound off of this.
I'm just using auto special.
Got one.
Got one.
I'm just gonna pick
One,
up and
one
run.
on pedestal. One on pedestal.
Unfortunately, I forgot that there was some top right. If I played this better, I could have 1v1 QB and then gone further on. But we're in a good spot because we're 31 points.
Just stay alive, Delta.
It's the same.
Exo.
It's the same situation as Tower Inkblot. We're 31 points remaining, and it's only been a minute and a half. And so, like, us having to back out of their base here, give them space because they're forcing us to with specials, it's not a big deal at all. Like, this is one of the better situations we could be in a game 5 situation.
Snipe. Careful.
Oh, this time we jump. Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. You help Delta back up.
I'm good. I have strikes.
Oh, what
Okay.
the?
Could have swore Kanan was gonna die to that.
Oh my God, Rain. Oh
Guys,
my God, Rainmaker. Rainmaker dropped left.
Okay.
Stuck in his corner.
I'll say this: Delta just wasted strikes randomly. I don't even think Kanan got to play off them. But in that scenario, if people use strikes, or if you're going to use strike, you have to tell your teammates, "Hey, I'm striking this spot," and so they know, like, "Oh, I can play off of that, or I can push with that," something like that.
I'm severely stuck in this corner. Rain killed me.
The Carbon picked
We're
up, so we
all
don't have
mid.
to.
We're all separated, you guys. Can you crab now, dude? Crab jet.
This is a good call. This is actually a really good call.
I'm dead to your
Unfortunately,
crab.
the Rainmaker,
Nice pick, though. There's still one by Rain.
Machine left side. By pedestal.
the Rainmaker killed
Zuka's
Kanan
on
there.
me. Right.
I want to
Still there.
protect
I don't know
the
when
jump
drop
here.
there.
I'm gonna help you out, dude.
All good.
And then that's a good play to
Don't-
just
don't
jump out.
peek
Machine
right.
next to the left, don't push that.
Watch the.
And the reason why I say it's a good play is because we're in a spot, since we have lead, they haven't even gotten checkpoint. If we stall them before they can grab checkpoint as long as possible, our chances of winning go up. And so we're basically forcing them to use specials to go into, like, to break neutral, basically. And if we use the least amount of specials while they're using every single one they got, they just burn them to a point where we basically, whenever they make an actual push, we shut them down with 1 or 2 specials ourselves.
I said don't.
I dropped accidentally.
Watch carbon. Watch carbon.
Oh yeah, there's one on
Carbon's
right, one on
right.
right. Under a drop.
Right zone.
Good reset.
I don't even know how I saw the carbon there, but that's a
On me,
good
on me,
call.
weak.
I can't see
Nice, good
traded.
gun.
Okay. We gotta play.
I
smart
forget
here.
who killed there,
I'm
but the on Octopi thing,
Okay.
that's a really good pick.
I'm just bombing.
Oh my god.
Put on.
Die here.
You good
I'm
miss.
trying,
Good miss.
I'm trying my best not to die.
Something I did there also, the carbon is literally right here. I think he kills Shallow. Or no, that's Delta down there. I think they kill Shallow there. Or Delta, sorry. But one thing I did is, I know Kanan's kind of stressing, it's game 5 situation against Octopi. And like, this is our first time playing together in a tournament. And so Kanan doesn't really have full trust in all of us, which is just something natural that happens whenever you play with people for the first time. But I'm just over here basically complimenting Kanan on a mist. Like, most people would be like, what the heck? It's just a toxic mist. It's nothing. But something small as that can boost your team morale. And so you want to find every situation, especially if someone's starting to tilt or they're kind of teetering. You want to find every situation to go ahead and just compliment them and bring them back into a good spot. But I think Delta dies to this carbon here in about 2 frames, and then I fight the carbon after that.
That's fine.
Oh, carbon pushing.
Carbon
Yeah.
behind.
Yep. I need
Weak,
help.
they're weak,
Thank you. Thank you.
Good
Good kill.
Oh, Shallow gets a kill. Yeah, that's a huge kill.
We need paint control.
Yeah.
We have very little. I'll
One
try to
week.
paint as much as I can.
You know what? I'm gonna use my
Right there, I get 3 fall off hits onto the shot, and most players would follow up trying to kill him or use special there. I back up because, once again, I want to heal. I don't want to die. I have crab. There's no reason for me to fight. They can't even pick up. Like, they're in a terrible spot to push for points. And so I just back up, heal a little bit, and get in a better spot to crab from, just to boost our pressure.
to keep him further out.
Okay.
Kanan also is inkjet, and so that's perfect.
Nice.
Got
Oh, wait, no,
shot.
it's shallow. Never mind.
Well, one's far left. I'm rushing them.
Paint
Good jump.
control.
I
Okay.
got one to jump out.
Oh, one, both
Okay.
of
I'm
them.
gonna
Both
paint a
jump
little bit
out.
in our base.
Lead wipe. Paint mid, guys.
Okay.
No one's here.
Okay, this is a really
On
good
the
play.
carbon, the moment we see a swim mark.
Carbon's on snipe. I'm pretty sure. On.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only reason I knew that is because of the burst bombs.
Okay.
Got
If they didn't throw
Nice
burst bombs, I would have not
right.
known where they were.
Yep. One
Zuka,
use
Zuka.
Zuka.
They have the second Zuka ready.
Hey,
I
Zuka.
packed so far
Yeah,
up for this.
One
Good
drop.
jump, please.
Pistol. That's all. That's all. All Zukas.
Yep.
They're bleeding now.
We are
One's weak
burning
on
their
right.
specials. Good job.
I'm behind them right now. They
Okay.
know I'm here though. I'm just trying to live.
Left side carbon. Low. He
Got
backed me
expo.
up, backed me up.
Machine's
Okay.
on chasing me. I'm dead in
I
machine.
used crab here to kill the carbon. I think I
got one.
Guys,
Got
machine
one.
at check.
Carbon's
Machine at
alright.
check.
Carbon on me.
Nice.
Nice.
Help.
I end up
Yo,
not
Storm,
getting the
go.
kill,
I'm-
but the
I'm-
pressure
we're
helps.
good, we're
Okay,
good.
stay alive, stay alive, Storm.
So in this situation, it's a minute left in the game. This is where you need to not die. Like, literally, they do have the pedestal popped, and so they just have to push, have a good push for points. But if we just don't die here, it doesn't matter. Like, we are on defense. There's really only one way to push on this map, and so we just have to bottleneck that well, which we have missed, and Fizzy, and then 2 other bombs. So we're solid. But here, you just don't want to die, and I don't think I died the rest of this match. I think I only died once this match. But yeah, I'm just playing goalie, which I just like to call it that because you're trying to protect the objective in my mind. And I play it kind of like how you're supposed to play basketball, where whoever has the ball, I know goalie is a soccer thing, and so basketball is like a jump in a different direction. But basically, if the Rainmaker's right up here and the objective goes this way, like, or the objective line goes this way, I'm going to be as close to this side where I'm still contributing to the fight, but also like making sure that no one can sneak past me and get around us, or that the Rainmaker can't even get around. Like, I'm basically playing as the last line of defense, despite having a ballpoint. Just because I'm a splash, I can paint, and so I can make sure that my team doesn't have to worry about the paint behind them. I also have burst bombs, so I can help out with immediate support. And I have a crab. It's not charged, but if I charge it, then that's just bonus points for me.
Need the crab.
I'll
Yeah.
jump to Storm and roll back.
Which Delta calls for it. I'm nowhere near it at all.
I'll pay for
I probably should have said
One on right.
I'm going to be building
Watch
it
out,
for the
Shark,
rest of
good
the game.
shark. Watch the carbon from right.
Which they use a lot of specials here.
Carbon has
I'm jumping. I did
Okay.
not. Okay, no, that's fine. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm closing. I'm going to use my Inkling
Alright.
first. Using
they're
Yeah.
pushing left. They're pushing left.
I'm not using depth.
So
before
we have
GG.
all our specials. We are literally in the best possible position here. Just don't die. Like, literally, that's our objective. Our one objective is don't die and don't let them push. And so basically it's kind of, we're in a spot where we don't even really have to communicate anymore. We just have to use our subs and use our specials. We play lane.
I'm getting mine
I'm gonna
now.
use it now.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I got
We
killed.
miscommunicate
Machine.
and
Okay.
Shallow gets killed, but Kanan gets a pick on the machine.
Storm, crab,
Right.
top left.
I am.
Dude, that is my favorite call out in the entire
Save it
match.
until you
Yep.
see
Is
it.
literally just wait.
You have
They're gonna
20
Zuka.
seconds.
Zuka on
Yeah.
right.
There it is.
Also, hold up, I'm going back because I was talking while I was talking now. Current me was talking when past me was talking, and past me said something really important. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to reset the thing again.
Our pit.
Okay.
Dead to your. I'm machine.
Be
Nice
careful.
hill.
Be
I'm dead.
careful.
Okay.
Okay.
Storm, crab,
Right.
top left.
I am.
Just listen.
Just save it. Save it until
Yep,
you see
they're
that
gonna
Raven
Zuka me.
pop. You
They're
have
gonna
20
Zuka.
seconds.
Zuka on
Yeah.
right.
There it is.
Waste it. Nice.
The fact
Nice.
Nice.
Good
the
kill.
fact
Got it
that
slow.
they
One on right.
wasted
Right
Zuko
there, right
there
there.
was so
Literally
huge for us.
Nice one, guys.
Machine,
Oh my
okay,
god.
nice job.
Nice.
Shit, guys.
Way
So
to
like I said,
play that smartly.
we played that the best way
Oh,
possible.
that's
We definitely didn't need to double jet there.
all
We did,
5 of those
which
games
okay.
could've been played better, but
Yeah.
Really.
I love how our first thing is like, okay, good job, guys. All 5 of those games could be played better. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true in any situation. Definitely take the wins when you get them, but also like our mindset has been very much let's improve every chance we get. Which that last match was definitely a big improvement from the first match, because I feel like we played a lot more together and a lot more smartly. Like we played our roles a lot better in that last match than we did that first match. But yeah, I mean, this spot right here, no, not this spot. This position that we
Watch
get
out,
in right
Shark,
here,
good shark.
where we
Watch
just
the
start
carbon
like
from right.
one
Nice
special
strikes.
pops up,
Carbon has.
and then
jumping.
here in a
I did
couple
not- okay,
seconds
no,
another
I'm
special
fine.
pops up,
yeah, I'm fine. I'm closing.
and then
I'm
like
using my
right
Inkling
now
first.
a third special pops
They're
up,
pushing left. They're pushing
and then
left.
Kanan builds the last
I'm not
special.
using depth before GG.
When you see this as the other
Right now.
team, and I don't know what
Okay.
Octopi
Oh, I
was
got killed.
thinking, but like
I'm machine.
this is a
I'm dead.
really hard mental
Okay.
thing to get past, which they get 2 kills immediately, so that's
I am,
actually
I
really
am.
huge. And Delta uses
Save it. Save it
strike
until
to
you
stall
see
They're
them.
gonna
Raven
Zuka me.
pop.
They're
You have
gonna
20
Zuka.
seconds.
Zuka on
Yeah.
right.
There it is.
Waste it. Nice.
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 But we play that really
I got it
well.
slow.
One on
Kanan
right.
pushes, I try to
Right there,
paint
right
behind
there.
him,
Literally right there.
and then
Nice one,
it's
guys.
literally
Oh my
one guy
God.
left.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Shit, guys.
we played that ending really well. The rest of that could be better. But yeah, I think like the main things is just like make sure you understand where your team is. Make sure you understand how your team wants to play each map mode. Because that was something that we just kind of made up as we went. Which if you're a pickup, I don't see this enough in pickups where they're like, okay, what's our objective? Like, why are we playing this specific comp? What do we need to do to make sure we win? We tried to do that as much as possible, and I feel like even listening to the comms, the first match, the museum match, was very like positional. Like, okay, people are over here. If I can find it. Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
careful
first
there.
match was
You see
this is
those
where
right
people
there?
are, and then like by the time we got to the fifth match, game 5, the final match of
Clear's on our
Hammerhead,
spinner.
Give
gold.
them space because
I don't know what you call it, Hammerhead finals, I guess.
Weird read slider. Dead.
Is more shock
Nice.
quality.
I'm so dead here.
Okay.
Got rain.
Nice. Weak on
So
spinner.
I need help on spinner, guys. 96 left. 96
Yeah.
left or one.
that's really all I wanted to do this time around. I just wanted to stream this because I thought it'd be cool. I'm also gonna upload this on YouTube, so for those viewers who did not watch live, you can watch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/general_storm1, and I'll do more things like this. I'll actually stream tournaments, and probably some other things as well. I don't know. I might just vibe some days. I'm not sure, but I wanted just to make this because I thought, one, we did a really good job at improving. I wanted to show that. Two, I also wanted to show like how to kind of deal with someone who might be tilting a little bit. And nothing against Kanan. Like I said, me and Kanan are close, and I know how and why he's acting in certain ways, and so I just know how to like basically interact with him in that way. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking around and watching. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like. You can subscribe to if you thought this was cool and want to see more of it. If not, bye.